Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
So me and Phil invited, two of the ladies to a workout date.
Come on, Shiloh, let's do the stretches.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Let's talk about it real straight. I don't think Phil or Daonte were feeling Kheri from the very jump. Okay, now you might have just saw in that clip, you just saw him kind of stand offish from Kheri. Now it may have been just a moment, but for me, just watching the whole flow of the conversation and clips, I never really saw him really close to Kheri. So Phil was out the window. And then Daonte had a little bit of a flirt, just a little bit of a flirt with Kheri. But again, even during their conversation, there was a moment where she reached over and he didn't respond. And I said, oh, I said, he don't feel her one bit. And in the conversational flow, he wasn't really asking her questions. He wasn't interested. It's just that simple, isn't it? But I must show you that in the body language. So let's have a little bit more of a conversation. But before we do, if you're new to this channel, do me a favor, like it, share, subscribe, and then click on the bell button for notifications that are up. Loads. And for those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. All right, stay hydrated. Why? Because the streets out there, they're hot. Okay, they're what? They're hot. Okay, before we get the conversation flowing, let's get this going.
Little Black Book, you know what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Time it is.
All right, so I want to just kind of take it back a little bit. Let's just go back here, right? And like I said, I may be looking a little bit deeper into these things than usual, but I just wanted to point out, I just never saw Phil really getting close to Kheri during the whole date situation. He was there for Shiloh, okay? Daonte had Shiloh and Kheri there, but I think he was more there for Shiloh too. And so let me have a look at this clip here.
Let's go.
Tommy encouraged us to, invite some of the ladies out to, do some things that's active.
Pause. Okay. Now it may have been that we just captured them at this moment. Okay. But this was just part one for me. Okay. It was part one for me. But as you can see clearly here, Daonte and Shiloh are coming in at the same time. Look at the distance between Kheri and Phil. It's very respectful. Very, very respectful. Now I'm not saying that, that this can't have been a moment in time and they were literally just standing away. But when you're talking to someone, when you're feeling someone, when you find someone attractive, you tend to try and close the space a little bit. Now, that's a lot of space between the two of them. A lot. My guy's across the mats. Okay, look, there's a mat between us. Okay, and then there's so much space, that it's uncomfortable. That's when I knew, okay, great. Do you know what? I don't think my man's feeling her. I don't think he's onto her. I think he's got other intentions. And we know that because later on he pulls Shiloh for a conversation and not Kheri. Okay, so that's just that part there, right? Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
So me and Phil invited, two of the ladies to a workout date.
Come on, Shiloh, let's do the stretches.
Okay, cool. So even in that moment, right, Phil reaches across, but who's he pointing at? Shiloh. Now I may be again reaching. I want to make it very clear. I could be reaching. This is how I take information. So you're going on my journey of how I take in information in terms of what they're giving us from video output, right? He reaches across, but he's not talking to Kheri. He's actually talking to Shiloh still, right? Let me just roll it back very quickly. Just roll it back very quickly. So minute details that I pay attention to.
Workout date.
Come on, Shiloh,
Pause. Look who he's pointing at. All right.
let's do the stretches.
Look who he's communicating with, who he's talking to. He's literally talking across Kheri to tell Shiloh, blood. I said, this guy, he's not feeling Kheri at all, brother. He's not feeling Kheri at all. To reach across her and to be talking to Shiloh, to do this, to point at her and reach across. There's no need to do that. I'm not saying he's disrespecting Kheri, by the way. I'm just saying he's showing his hand very early on. That's what I'm saying. He's showing his hand very, very early on. All right, cool. Let's go a bit more.
Arms
Okay.
up.
Arms
right.
up. You gotta walk forward.
All right.
Look where he's pointing. Look where he's facing, please. He has two back-offs in his face, but look where he's looking to. He has two back-offs in his face. Nayash. I like a good Nayash. He's got two Nayash in his face, but look where he's looking to. He's not looking at Kheri. In fact, let me rewind it slightly so you guys can even check it. Look. Okay? Look where he's looking to.
Workout date.
Come on, Shiloh, let's do the stretches. Arms
Okay.
up.
Arms
right.
up.
Look where he's looking again. That little lick of lips where he was looking at Shiloh first. Takes a little glimpse of Kheri. Moment to look at Kheri.
Right. I ain't mad at the. I ain't mad at the fitness we got going.
Keeps looking. He's still looking at Shiloh. He ain't feeling Kheri. He's not even interested. Okay. All right. He's doing a courtesy look at the back off and then going back to Shiloh. Shiloh's got his attention, baby. Okay. Now I know they hadn't had a conversation. That's probably why. But the way he's interested.
Out here, ladies, I like what I see. Definitely, both ladies was giving these spandex a workout. I'm distracted. This is why I go to the gym early in the morning when nobody's in the gym.
I expect to be burning. And
So, you know, you quite early see from just those little clips, minute little things, a little bit of body language and how people are interpreting, you know, how they're feeling in stuff, right? Let's have another look at something here, all right? Let's have a look at this.
Okay.
Definitely ready to, you know, get these ladies up another night.
So pause there. Actually, I missed a little part of it. What just got said there was Daonte made a joke. She was like, I expect to be burning, and he made a joke, like a little bit of a naughty joke or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. A little bit of a flirt from you. Good. Okay. So Daonte showed just a little bit. Daonte showed just a little bit more pizzazz and energy towards Kheri than Phil did, right? Okay. So this next scene here, they're about to still doing the thing.
Put him in a nice workout. Up, hold it.
Oh God.
Down. One.
You're sweating.
Oh yeah, I'm sweating. That's what I do. That's because I'm working.
Now, as you can notice here, right, Daonte's given Kheri some more attention. She's talking to him saying, you're sweating, He's like, yeah, I'm doing it. He's having some good conversation. Phil doesn't even look in this direction. Phil's just like this, dedicated, right? He's not, that's what I say, Kheri's not in his playbook at all, bro. Really interested to see that kind of just how he's not focused on that at all.
Keep it nice and tight. Engage the core.
Okay,
you said you want to be burning.
That's probably the first time I think we're seeing Phil really kind of look at Kheri. I don't even know if he's looking at Kheri, but he's looking in the direction. Look, if you look at here, he's kind of looking in that direction a little bit.
This ain't nothing this easy.
Okay, bet.
Daonte was trying to torture me with his bands and giving me.
Oh, Phil is struggling there, bro. But you know, then it leads to this whole when they're on the mat on the floor, and you can see that obviously as it leads to that point in time, who Phil then goes over and wants to take another conversation. I just think it's really interesting because Phil and Shiloh's conversation, which I'll do in another video, is really something that is, you know, it's really something that is intimate, sensual, tasty, and it's kind of nice to kind of watch, especially from Shiloh's perspective, watching her femininity kind of ooze out. But like I said, Kheri got she didn't get a chance, right? She didn't get a chance. Let's have a little bit more look.
I made it through.
So, how was your workout?
You mind?
Yeah,
you step out. Yeah.
You good?
I don't think this was discussed. I don't think he discussed this with Daonte from the beginning. Daonte was blindsided. As soon as Phil took Shiloh over, I said to myself, I know Daonte is saying, I wish, no, why? No, I'm having to wing play you, bro. I don't want to be here. That's what I felt like, right? And watch this part of the clip, right? I'm going to show you, all right? And it's where she gonna reach over there. Now, let's go to the conversation a little bit.
Good.
This is the first time Shiloh and I are really gonna get a chance to have some kind of interaction. Trying to get a better understanding of who she is.
All right, cool. So we heard Phil talking there, my bad. But what you saw there, you saw with Kheri and Daonte on the mats, actually it's actually quite a positive body language from Daonte. He actually opened his legs, you know, he faced her, she sat legs kind of crossed, you know, but eye contact was good. This is actually really good body language. This is a good positive indication that this could be going somewhere. But what he saw, and this is why actions and words are so important, right? Because sometimes the action can fail you. It can make you seem like the person's open to you, but they're not, right? So, for instance, when we're dealing with Daonte, he's quite open with the compliments or the conversation with Kheri in little spurts. He's just being nice. You know what I mean? It sounds like he's just being nice. All right, let's have a look. Sorry, let me get the clip up so you guys can see it. Let me get this clip up so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about here. All right. Okay, cool. Here we go. So, hold on a minute, baby. Hold on. Okay, there we go. That was the clip I wanted. Hold on.
Hitting that sensual energy, that was it was good.
What is a romantic?
That is not the clip. Here it is. Here it is. Sorry, that is not the clip. Here we go. That is the clip for me. All right. I'm gonna get copyright. So let's not go any longer. I'm gonna get copyright. In that clip, right? Okay. Kheri is stretching over. And he does not reply. What I mean by that? Stay hydrated, guys. He doesn't respond to her move. Like, if you just watch this, look, I'm gonna go back a few seconds. Let's go back.
You know.
You're beautiful. All right.
I'm so glad you're here.
Boom. Okay. She is literally bending her back and dig it, literally stretching over. The girl is doing Adam's Family, okay, all right, to reach over to him, okay, and he's not responding. His body doesn't even move. Look at this.
Yes, it's been a while.
Look at that. So nothing happened. That's an indication someone's probably not feeling you.
Been a while.
Have you made any connections while you've been on your journey?
I think there's some.
And then, can I be honest as well? When he asks, have you made any connections on this journey? And like, again, editing is a big tool in this. So disclaimer, editing. I was like, why did he ask that question? Right? About who you're connecting with. Why wasn't the focus on just having conversation with her and getting to know her? Why was the conversation on who you're making connection with? Like if I'm talking to a girl, right? Yeah. I don't be asking her, so are you got other people you're talking to? Now, I'm aware there's competition and they know about each other, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm trying to get to know you, I'm trying to be focused on you. Like, I know more than likely you might be talking to someone else. I know that more than likely you might have someone else you're talking to. That's not my concern. My concern is that are we having a connection? So number one, she reached over, no response. And number two, this question that we're asking, for me, was a little bit off.
Really great men in our group. But, you know, I've made some good connections. I'm trying to connect with you too.
I'm right here.
When she said, I'm trying to connect with you too, I said, duh. Do you know what it is? That comment there is not necessarily a problem. Context. Different contexts of that comment can be okay, and sometimes it's not okay. In this context, unfortunately, the brother's not feeling you, so that comment goes down a wash. Right? That comment goes down a wash. Look at his response. It's just also so kind of lackluster. I said, my brother, he ain't on it.
I've made some good connections. I'm trying to connect with you too.
I'm right here.
I'm
right here.
We haven't connected.
I'm right here.
Now, here's the only difference, okay? Here's the only difference, right? At this point, Daonte does something. Now, I don't know. Again, I'm gonna say I may be biased in how I'm viewing it because I've got a certain mindset. I don't know if he was just trying to play nice. Maybe keep his options open. Make sure he's not getting eliminated. Have those people in backup. Okay? Because in this scene here, he reaches over to her.
I'm right here.
Look, they're holding hands now this time.
Okay.
He this time reached over. Okay? He this time reached over. And then, you know, he's saying, oh, so I'm right here. She's like, are you right here? And they're holding hands. That's about as intimate as you're going to get. Okay? That's about as intimate as it's going to get. All right?
I don't necessarily get the vibe that Daonte is interested in me, but I still want to dig a little bit.
And that is why she's questioning the vibe, because he's not feeling her. You've actually got the right vibe, sis. He's not feeling you. Him and Phil weren't feeling you, right? And his body language, and that's why I said sometimes the words and actions can show you what they really are about. Sometimes you've got to take the word, sometimes you've got to take the action, sometimes you've got to take both, right? Safest bets take both. What are the words and the actions actually saying? Are they saying what we need them to be saying, or are they saying something completely different, right? And I think in this particular case, I think Daonte's actions mostly showed he wasn't interested. Then they have a little moment where he holds hands, and now she can feel the vibe, the atmosphere. It's not quite connecting. And actually, through the course of the conversation, she's asking most of the questions.
Bit deeper and see if there's something there.
Have you made some connections?
I have.
Okay. So what do you like? What do you want? Do you want me?
I mean, you know, hey.
It's not really working, is it, really? Do you know what it is? Again, context. Again, I didn't get necessarily desperate vibes from Kheri. I'll be honest with you. I didn't. But I think what can happen, and I'm gonna say something so wild. I'm gonna say something so wild, guys. I'm gonna say something wild, guys. And I think men and women probably do this, right? I think in this, what's happening, you know what's happening here, yeah? When men find you attractive, or you're universally attractive in the environment that you're in, within a social context that you are in, specifically the pool that you're in that time, in that environment, okay? If you are considered to be attractive to the general consensus and populace, you can get away with certain things. For instance, saying, do you find me attractive? You know you're feeling me. Certain things like that, you will get away with. If you're not considered the attractive bird, the woman that's attractive, or the man even, lines like that get you shot. They make it seem as if you're desperate, hungry, and thirsty. Right? So I think what's happened there is, I mean, there was, and this happens all the time, every season. The men will have to say, oh, I find, she's a pretty girl, but you don't find her attractive. And when you don't find her attractive, certain lines can't pop. Right? So when she said that little joke there, let's go back a little bit, just a little bit. Let's go back just a little bit. Okay.
What do you want? Do you want me?
Hey.
I'm kidding.
Didn't go down well, did it? Really? Daonte didn't really give any indication back. Now, I think he's limited in how he ranges his emotions anyway. Normally, I think even with conversations with Shiloh, is a bit more downplaying it. It's not necessarily a expansive person with emotions, but just even in that, I'm just like, there was nothing really wrong with with Kheri, what she actually said here. Do you want me? But in the context, due to, like I said, how men and women view people when they're attractive to them, and the society wide and large, when we're talking about social proofing, sometimes these things don't go down well. That's why another sister will say the exact same thing, and the exact same way you did it. Do you want me? And it will be considered, oh, she's fine, and it will get away with it. And you might not. You understand? I'm so sorry. I know.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
That's all I'm offering. You know what I'm saying? Please don't shoot the messenger, okay? And even by the end of the conversation, what happened to Kheri? Kheri felt like, you know what? She was asking all the questions. And then she actually was asking all the questions.
Do you want to be married?
Married, yes.
Do you want children?
Yeah, I have children.
I know. Do you want more?
I'm really
Conversation became stiff, my youth. And became stiff because, listen, the brother wasn't in it. Now, the editing is done specifically. I know that, I don't think he answered the question the way he did. I think the editing has made sure, but it was stiff. That's what they're trying to show us, that their conversation was a little stiff. All right. Now, whose fault it is, you can blame either party, but the brother wasn't feeding her from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. Listen, answer the question yourself. Do you think Daonte and Phil were actually feeling Kheri? Let me know in the comment section down below. We appreciate